All right, we are getting an overwhelming response about a local couple who collects books for troops overseas. Kathy Leiber hosted this boxing party with her friends in her Regalsville, Bucks County home last week, and they packed up hundreds of donated books, magazines, and playing cards that will be shipped to soldiers who are stationed abroad. Leiber began the program earlier this year, each box containing a handwritten letter from the person who packed it.
I'm so happy you could come.
And here's one of the responses we received. Judy says, I saw your story about the Regalsville woman who donates books to troops overseas, and I want to contact her to help pack up books and also to donate books. Does she have a website or contact information that she can give out? Well, here to talk about how you can get involved is Kathy Leiber herself and her husband, Scott. Thanks so much for joining us. Really appreciate it.
Thank you.
How did you guys get the idea for this project?
Well, when we started Judith'S Reading Room, which is a charity in honor of our cousin Judith Krug, who passed away about a year ago, who fought for books her whole life, we started by shipping books actually in December to wounded soldiers over at Launchstool. As we were getting ready to make a donation of a big library to the pediatric unit of Good Shepherd Hospital in Allentown, well, we just couldn't go with one box of books. It was just almost infectious. Every week we started shipping boxes of books. And one day I got an email from a Major Corey Angel with the Pennsylvania National Guard who said, gee, any chance you guys could help us establish lending libraries for the troops in Afghanistan? Well, that's all we needed to hear.
Wow, that's unbelievable. And you have received an unbelievable response. I think someone saw our story on NBC 10 and actually tracked you down.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, a woman from Plumsteadville found me. She called the Regalsville post office and found me, and she said she has a lot of books to donate. She's going to round up more from her friends. I said we'd bring our truck to their neighborhood when she's ready.
And this is the box that you guys use, right? Yes. And tell us about it. I mean, the books have to fit in here?
The books have to fit in here. It's a flat rate. It's $12.50 for the box, no matter how many books you can fit in here. And we also fill in the gaps with candy from Just Born. They've donated candy to Judith'S Reading Room.
And each person writes a letter
yes.
to the soldier, right. And that must be pretty touching. Have you read some of the letters?
Oh, we've read all of them, yeah.
We've read all of them, and I've got copies of all of them. And I've warned my friends, someday there might be a book. But I've said to my friends, I've learned more about them from the letters they've written than I have in the years that I've known them, because they are pulling from deep family stories. I mean, one young woman wrote that everyone in her family had been in the military, but she was the black sheep. And she wrote in there it was because she didn't have the courage to serve. But she comes to every boxing party, so she's giving back. And, you know, I just end up usually crying when I read some of the letters.
So when is the next big boxing party?
We box the first Monday of every month.
Okay.
And if someone wants to reach us, and I think you might have some information on the screen to let your viewers know how to get a hold of us, but if that's possible, I'd love to hear from people, and we can invite them to come to our home. But there are other ways that people can donate books. They can send books to our P.O. box if they're not able to come. People can send cash donations to Judith'S Reading Room at our P.O. box. We will ship books in their honor. We will write a letter, if they're not able to do so, in their honor, and we will then get back to them. I think that maybe is what really is grabbing people's attention, is that we tell people exactly where their books are going. And if you're a book lover, you know that it's so hard to give up and let go of any of your cherished books, even if you know you're never going to read them again.
Well, you're certainly making it easy to donate to this very worthy cause, and we thank you so much for joining us on Your News, and good luck with your project. It's such a worthwhile cause.
Thank you very much.
And be sure to send us your story. And remember that this half hour of news is dedicated to you. Just go to NBCPhiladelphia.com and search the keywords Your News. And Tim Lake and Renee